Hi kids, my name is Nicole and this is Let's Make Art and you're here to paint with us, and today we're doing a fun astronaut, and look what Ezra's wearing.
A suit.
An actual astronaut suit. So we wanted to bring him back on to paint with us and we're so excited. So Ezra, how old are you?
I am 10.
10, boom. And then who else is here with us?
Keenan, he is here with us today to help us.
Hello.
So you're here to paint with us and we're so excited. So the first thing is that we are doing this on it. It's an outline. So find the watercolor paper that has this. Now, if you don't have this, you can download this on our website at letsmakeart.com to paint along with us. Then the three colors that we're using are fuchsia, and if you don't have fuchsia, you can also use a magenta. We're using space blue, which is fun just because it's space and we're painting space. And then lemon yellow. So we're gonna use those three colors. And then what else do we have? We will need our brush.
Yes.
So Ezra and I are gonna be using a small one. We have a big and a small one. We're gonna be using maybe both, but the small one will help with the really small details. And then the other fun tool is a white crayon. So we're going to use that to draw, if you can see on here, we're going to use that to draw our word on our flag.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that will help is a pencil. So we're going to do a little bit of drawing on our outline. So let's start with our oath, or our motto, and then we will go to painting. So if you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I am brave.
I am brave.
I am kind.
I'm kind.
I am creative.
I am creative.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Boom. Okay, so have your pencil in hand. Now, when you are looking at your astronaut, there's a few things that we're going to add. The first thing is, are there any stripes on your suit? Let's see, on your suit, you have some.
I have some like belts.
Yeah.
Things. I don't know.
I wonder if that's like when the backpack would be there.
Maybe.
So you get to decorate your own. So maybe you add some stripes on yours.
Okay.
And you can draw them anywhere.
Yeah, so I have a belt. So I will do that.
Yep. So we're doing it, you're just gonna draw a line all the way across.
And like that.
Boom.
Boom. Like that.
And I'm gonna add some stripes over here.
And I'll do some that go down. That. And like that.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
That looks great.
So you're adding two lines, two smiley faces. Yes. Okay.
Wait, I'll add some for my feet here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, you get to make this your own because this is your own suit. So I want you to be creative and think about what you want to do. Okay, the next thing is there a control center on your suit? So some suits have them.
I don't know, a suit that has like all the things that connects to like your oxygen stuff.
Yep, there you go.
So,
maybe Keenan can teach us all the little things about what.
I'll do my best.
So to do that, we're just gonna draw squares and circles. So decide where your control center is. So somewhere on there.
I'll do it right in the middle.
You're gonna draw a rectangle and then some circles for the buttons of where your controls are.
Boom, boom, and boom.
Boom. Now, I like how you said the oxygen tube, because maybe one of them you can draw the oxygen tube
Yes.
connecting to one of your control centers. So what that is you're gonna draw like a smiley face on the edge of your circle and then on the other edge. So it looks like a tube that's connecting right there.
Yes.
Or is yours coming up this way? You get to decide how yours comes up.
I might actually make mine go up this way.
Cool, do it.
So I'll do that and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
I like it. Now, the last thing is I noticed that you have some patches on yours.
Yeah,
Do you want to draw some patches on
We
yours?
have some patches right here. So all you have to do is just draw like a teeny rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
So maybe there's a little batch. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Now, the next part is you decorated your suit. Now we're going to draw the pole that we're going to be holding when we land on the moon.
Yes.
So to do that is, let's see, let's start with a really long line. So I want to show you a trick actually. So do you see how if you're looking at this, if they're looking in the front of us, if this is our pole, when I grab this, your hand is in front. So you won't be able to see the pole right here. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna draw, so let's draw the right side first. So start at the bottom of your hand and come a little bit, yeah, like right there, yes. And then draw all the way down to your moon.
Just like that.
Boom. Okay, so that's what's hidden right here. Now what I want you to do is I want you to come over here, so about right here, overlap and go all the way down. And then draw another line. Yes. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep going in this line and we're gonna draw it all the way up here to however tall your pole is. So come right here again and continue this line. So we're gonna continue this line up and then you decide where your pole ends. So where do you think it'll end?
I will make mine.
So I want you to go.
That.
Yeah. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pretend like it's there, yep, and then start drawing. Yes, look at that. So we pretend, and then draw. So there you go. So there's that pole that our hand is covering. Now at the top of the pole is a circle.
Yeah, you can draw a circle at the top of the pole, like that.
Yes. Now is your flag. Yes. Okay, now is your flag. So you can decide, is your flag is it like our American flag where it's a rectangle? Do you like the pointy flag?
Pointy flag.
Pointy flag. Okay. So if you want to make it,
might do a rectangle flag.
do it. I want you to do what you want to do. So you can either draw a rectangle. Now if you want to make it curved like this, is I'm going to come up. So I'm drawing a hump and then down and then a line.
Like that.
Yes, good job.
That looks great.
And then for this, if I want to do a pointy one, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to come up and then curve a little bit and then I'm going to go straight to my point. So it made a little bit curved so it kind of looks like it's waving.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
High five. You just drew that.
Boom, just like that.
Okay, now for our magic white crayon. So grab your white crayon. Now if you don't have a white crayon, you can use either white paint afterwards or a white jelly roll. So if you don't have this, you can skip forward and paint. But what we're gonna do is you're gonna write something inside. So do you wanna write, I'm gonna write moon because I'm landing on the moon. You can write Ezra, so you can write your name. Yeah, you wanna do your name? Okay.
I might. Yeah, I'm gonna do my name.
Yeah, you can do your name. You can do the name. If you're making up, if this is a makeup planet or a moon, you can write the name of that.
You can really just be really creative.
Yeah, so we're gonna write it inside. So remember to press really hard when you're using this white crayon. So pressing hard, and we won't be able to see it, but I promise we will.
Yeah, especially when we paint over it.
Yeah. And then the last part is if you want, we don't have to do this, but you want to add some dots to your moon.
Yeah.
So you can add some texture to your moon. So you can either draw lines, maybe they're lines, or polka dots. I'm just going to draw some dots. So like they're craters. You know when you look at the moon, it's not just a solid color.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kind of draw and
I'll
add
have like
some.
a line dot thing.
Do it. So we are going to use our watercolors now. Let's make black. Now, we are using 3 colors, but guess what? We can use our guide and we're gonna make black. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 5 drops.
Of yellow.
2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 drops. Fuchsia.
3, 4, 5.
So when you mix the 3 primary colors, they make black. So 4 of blue.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, do you want to mix that together? Let's see what we get. And sometimes it's not always exact, so you might need to add a little bit more color, which is totally okay. But let's
See
get...
that? Look at that. Whoa. That looks really cool.
Yeah. Keenan, can you grab me another... Oh, never mind, forget it. Okay, so let's see what we made. Woohoo! Kind of like a purpley color.
Yeah, it's like a purple black.
I like that. So maybe I'm going to try and add 1 more drop of yellow and see what happens. So again, like I said, sometimes you may need to experiment and mix a little bit. So I add a yellow because if we have a little bit of purple, if I add a little bit of yellow, it'll make it a little bit more black because it's the opposite.
Let's see that.
How's that?
Oh.
Yes, there we go. Change it just a little bit. So we're gonna keep that black, but guess what? So do you know how to make gray?
Yes.
How do we do it?
You do water and a little bit of black.
Yes. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring my cup close to my palette and I'm gonna put a lot of water on here. So I'm just dragging it over. And then like Ezra said, so to make gray, the formula is water plus a little bit of black. And mix it together.
That looks just like it.
There we go. So that was a really light. If you want it a little bit darker, you can add more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a little bit drop of yellow and see, because let's test it. Whoa, that looks like, that's cool.
That's actually a really good gray.
Yes.
It's a lot darker. It's turning into a brown instead of a pink now.
We'll add more. So we're just gonna play around and see what happens.
Oh, it's becoming brown.
Yes. So we're gonna mix a few different colors. Ooh, I like that.
That's like a vintage.
Yeah. Ooh, it is. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it. So the reason why we're making gray is because do you see Ezra's suit? It's white. But if we were to leave this suit white, it would just look really flat. So we're gonna use gray to make it look round. So that's what we're learning here today. So
Wonder
the first.
why an astronaut suit is white.
Why?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna ask.
No, you should ask that.
I wonder if it has something to do with the light and the seeing them or something,
Yeah.
but
Maybe. But then again, on the moon, it's like all white.
that's true. Maybe camouflage? Keenan will teach us. So pick up some of the gray that you made, and on all the white parts, what you're gonna do is you're just going to
Oh, it's over.
outline and just draw a really thin line. Just along the edge of it.
It's a very simple answer.
What's the answer?
The white allows a spacesuit cooling and heating systems to work most efficiently. Because you're in space, it's very cold. Also, they are made of a material that reflects much of the incident radiation, which is mostly sunlight, that falls on them.
I did
Cool.
not know that.
Yeah,
Good fun fact.
fun fact.
This will take about a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It is a lot to overlap.
So all of it, so we're gonna outline all the edges. So if you can see, I'm not coloring it all in. We're just outlining all of these parts. Whoa, dropped my paintbrush.
Boom. And just a little bit of that. And boom. A bit more boom. And a bit more boom. Just like that. Boom.
Oh, we can say, so we have a question for you all painting with us. Do you know the first year that people landed on the moon?
The first year.
I might. I honestly
I want you to guess.
forgot.
You forgot?
Well, I know. I'm pretty sure. I don't. Maybe 1969.
Good job!
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, so 1969. It was America's spacecraft called Apollo 11, right, Keenan?
Yes.
I
That was
believe
the
so.
one
Yep.
Yeah, that was the one.
First time we landed on the
I
moon.
could have sworn.
When was the first time people just went to space?
Oh, I'm assuming before that?
A lot before that, probably.
Was it early 19? Or mid 19?
61.
1961?
So 8 years after they went to space, the U.S. landed on the
wow.
moon.
Wow. I did
Yep.
not know that.
That's a cool fun fact.
Very cool. And boom. Boom. A little bit more boom.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Boom. What?
Good job.
It was April 12, 1961. Aboard the spacecraft Vostok 1, Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin becomes the first human being to travel into space. During the flight, 27-year-old test pilot and industrial technician also became the first man to orbit the planet, a feat accomplished by his space capsule in 89 minutes.
He orbited the planet in 89 minutes?
That's so fast. That's crazy.
It takes
Wow.
us like years.
It's like an hour and a half
Yeah.
to go around the entire planet.
Wow. And that was the first time.
Yeah.
Dang it. It would take us like 50 hours.
It takes us an hour and a half to get to
Just to
Iowa.
drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you keep going,
Okay.
I'm just going to teach them. So when you are, after you're done with the gray, so remember is that we're making our spacesuit look round. So we added the dark line. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to dip our brush in water and we're going to blend it. So while Ezra's doing that, I'm going to show you. So do you see on this one how we have, is this a good side shot, Keaton?
That's a great side shot.
Okay, so you can see how I have my gray line, but then it looks a little bit blended, so it's not this harsh line. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip your brush in water, so clean your brush, dip it in water,
I'm done.
boom. Okay, so you wanna do this part with me?
A little bit more right.
Yeah, we'll blend it in. So dip your brush in water with me,
Okay.
and then tap it off to the side so it's not too damp, yeah. But then what we're gonna do is on the lines that you have here is I want you to think about it like you're rubbing it. You might need a little bit more water actually.
Okay.
So have a little bit more water and then you're gonna blend it.
Blend.
So we're blending this together. So we're using some water. Now when you're doing this, if you're like, Nicole, I want a little bit more color, maybe you go in and add more color
Maybe you. Yeah. Good idea.
and then blend it in. So maybe dip your brush in water to get a little bit of water and then it'll help it blend a little bit. So we blended our lines in. Next step is are there parts of your suit that are gray or black actually? So maybe this part, because this is like your collar part, right? So that's black.
Yeah.
So we can paint that black.
Why don't I grab a little bit of that?
So I'm gonna paint this in.
Gotta be very.
So while we were fast forwarding and time was holding still, I found a website that you can enter in your weight and it will tell you how much you weigh on different planets. So if I weigh 215 pounds and go to the moon, guess how much I'll weigh?
Yes, that.
I'll give you 4 seconds. 1,
85 pounds.
2,
85.
3,
Right there.
4. My weight would be 35.6 pounds.
I don't know.
Oh, it's less?
So much less.
Whoa.
If you were expecting more, let me tell you how much I would weigh on Jupiter. Are you ready? If I were to go to Jupiter, I would weigh 543.5 pounds.
Oh,
You
more.
would not be able to jump.
I would barely be able to walk. I may not be able to.
You probably wouldn't.
I would come home extremely strong though.
Yes. If you walked
Do
2
sit-ups
times.
on Jupiter. Got an additional 140 pounds on your chest when you sit up. Oh yeah, you're coming home huge.
Oh man. So are these parts, do you want to make these parts of your suit black too? Like on yours, or do you want to make them a color? You get to
I'll make
decide.
my tube like yours.
Okay, cool.
Tube.
And then you get to paint your pole. So my pole, I'm gonna make a little bit, I'm gonna do a little bit of a lighter gray. So not super light, but I'm just got a little bit of water.
I'll just mix that in.
Yep. You're gonna paint your pole.
Boom.
Purple's got a tint of purple. I like it. So we just made 3 different shades by just water.
It's pretty cool.
And then when you're doing this, so the pole actually is this part as well. So right here, you're gonna paint that part as too. So paint this part too, because the pole is gonna be showing right there. Yep. And here's the cool thing about watercolors is while we've been talking, I don't know if you can see, but my black has a mind of its own and it kind of bled into it. I think that looks so cool.
So cool.
I love when those things happen. Okay, so now let's put our brushes down and we're going to mix another color. So we have our face that's right here. So we're gonna make a skin tone color. Now this is a little bit tricky. So I want you to try this out with me, is we're just gonna do 1 drop of fuchsia and 1 drop of yellow, and let's see what we get. We're gonna do some experimenting.
You get like a red.
Okay, so now, what is red plus water make?
Pink.
Yes!
Nailed it, first try.
So it's a lighter color. So we added a lot of water to our red now. Maybe we need a little bit more right there. Okay, so that looks sweet. Good job. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix a few different colors. So actually Keenan taught us that sometimes these are not buttons, they're lights, right? So maybe what color the lights are. So I'm gonna make us red and blue, and then if there's any other color, Ezra, that you wanna make.
Their lights, different colors mean statuses, different statuses. So
Oh.
good, better, best.
So if you wanna make red, you're gonna do 3 drops of fuchsia and 1 drop of yellow. Mix that together.
I'll mix it. Boom.
Boom.
Like that.
Let's see what we get.
Like that.
And then if you want to make navy,
Boom.
you can test it on here if you want to see. Yes. If you want to make navy, we're going to do 2 drops of fuchsia and 4 drops of blue, so lots of blue. Okay, can you mix that one together and see what we got?
Yes.
So yeah, clean your brush. So whenever you mix a color, always remember to clean your brush.
Or else, so then you can, so then you don't get any.
Oh,
of
this
that.
one.
Oh wait, this one.
Oh, it's okay. Let's see what we get. Nope, it's okay.
Yeah, gotta have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's like a
Oh, that's a
galaxy.
beautiful color. Oh, okay, let's keep that. Okay, so if there are other colors you want to mix, you can do that too, but we're going to use those colors. So you're going to paint your stripes or your buttons on your suit. Oh, and your patch. You got to paint your patch too if you want to paint it. So again, these are really small spaces. So when we're painting,
Red.
we're just really lightly touching the tip of the brush to the paper. You don't have to press too hard. That's the really cool thing about this. Okay, we're gonna keep painting, so keep painting that, and then we're gonna paint our flag. So you get to paint your flag any color, so I think I'm gonna do a mix of some colors. And when you're painting it, your white crayon is gonna show through, which is so fun. Okay, sweet. So the next step is we're done with all this part. We're gonna move on to our moon. Or moon, yeah, if you're landing on a planet or moon, whatever you're landing on, we're gonna decorate that.
And again, you can make up your own planet, so like you can write really anything.
Yeah. So here's a cool trick that I wanna show you is when we're looking at this, is we're gonna start with one color. So we're gonna make gray and then add cool color explosions. Now, if yours is a different color, I want you to use a different color, but we're gonna start with, or Ezra, you can use a different color too if you want.
I'll mix a little.
Yeah, mix a color.
Actually, I'll take a little bit of that.
Oh, try it.
Mix this.
So what I want you to do is actually, can you switch to your bigger brush? It may help. So because we're using a really big area, it may be easier if you have a bigger brush. I cannot talk right now. It may be easier if you have a bigger brush. So dip in your water and make sure you have a really light color, whatever you're using. I'm gonna do a little bit of blue.
I like that.
Yes, okay.
I'll test that out. Test it. Oh, wait.
Yeah, you wanna
there
test
is.
it out?
Boom.
Ooh,
That gets
cool.
A little bit more.
Yeah. So I want you to paint the whole thing with a really light color. So I want you to have a lot of water on your paintbrush, because we're going to do this technique called wet on wet. So you need it to be really wet first, and then we're going to add color. So paint your whole moon.
Boom.
Boom.
I love saying boom. So fun.
Okay, Keenan, do you have a fun fact for us?
I do.
Okay, go.
A few, but this one's cool. Astronaut literally means star sailor.
I love that.
Isn't that super cool?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Here's another cool thing.
Star State?
An astronaut lost his wedding ring on the moon once and found it during a spacewalk.
At a different time?
I don't know the whole story yet. It's just incredible.
So it may help, maybe dip your brush in water and then go and paint more, because we want it to be really wet. So we're gonna move a little bit quickly. So make sure that your moon is really wet, so you can add more water to it. Then we're gonna do the color explosions part. So dip your brush in water again. Nice. Okay, so dip your brush in water again, Ezra, and then pick a color, and then you're gonna pick it up and you're gonna add drops. Boom, look at that explosion. So the trick is make sure your paper's wet. Yes! Is this a good spot, Keenan?
Yep.
Can you see that? So you're seeing all these cool color explosions we're doing. This is so fun. So you can do different colors. Okay, so then the very, very last step is when you're done with your color explosions, you can keep going if you need to do more.
I'm done.
Okay, is we each are unique and we have different hair colors maybe. So Ezra's hair is
It's like,
That color.
yeah, it's that
like
color.
dirty blonde.
Dirty blonde.
Yeah.
And
Very,
then mine is really, really dark brown that sometimes look black. So if you want to have on your suit, when you're wearing a helmet suit, inside you see some of your hair. So even Ezra's hair, you'd see that part of it. So we can use yellow for you. And if you have dark hair like me, then you can use the black that you have mixed. You can use that. Oh, you can even mix some of this brown. I wonder what would happen.
Do a little bit of that.
Yeah, experiment, see what happens.
Try and get it a little bit more dirty.
So you're going to, I'm going to use my small brush again. So if you think I'm painting a small area, so I'm going to use my small brush.
Test paper.
Yes.
I want to test this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that works.
That looks kind of green.
That does a little bit. So if it's a little bit of green, maybe you add a little bit of this color to warm it up a little bit. How's that?
Oh,
Is that
that's
good?
it.
Yeah?
That's it right there.
So that's how we experiment. We kind of pick up some paint, see what happens. So if it's green, we wanted to warm it up a little bit. Oh,
That's like
yes,
Ooh.
yes.
Dang, you just gotta experiment.
Yeah. So we're gonna paint the top. So I have my hair. My hair kind of sweeps around, so I'm gonna do that.
Boom.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to know how cold it is in space?
Yes.
Tell us.
Guess. Remember, I said very cold. I've never experienced this number. We never will on this planet.
Negative
30 degrees.
Keep going.
Me or him?
Negative a million.
Not that negative.
Negative 500.
Very close. Negative 455 degrees Fahrenheit.
Duh. Is that even survivable?
Nope.
That's why they
have
wear
space
these suits. That's why it's white, because it's...
That's why their whole back is electronics keeping their suit stabilized with temperature, and it's crazy.
Oh no, what if they didn't know that the first time and they like froze?
Oh man.
Got frostbite a bunch.
They had, I wonder how they figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh dear, they're smarter than I am.
Okay, well, do you see what you did?
Yeah.
That's so fun. Good job. So this was such a fun project. Thank you, Keenan, for all his awesome fun facts.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ezra, for painting with me and bringing your cool suit.
Yeah, it was really fun.
We want to see what your astronaut landing project looks like. So tag us. We have an Instagram called Let's Make Art Kids. We'd love to see that. Or we have a Facebook group called Let's Make Art Kids Projects. And share this with us. Share it with your family and friends. And always remember that you are brave, kind, and super creative. We'll see you next time. Bye.